Sight to the Blind by Jashee. Since it's Black History Month, I decided to watch Roots again. I feel a little crazy since from the beginning to the end, there were so many things I never realized was in the movie. I never knew that this movie provided life lessons that would help educate a race robbed of its history. So, I watched Roots for the first time at the age of 50 with understanding. You see, when I was a kid, I watched and then went to school to fight the white folks. But I still ate the poison that they fed me. Now I can see. Therefore, I can hear the subtle messages that were placed in the movie to help the black race. Who was Kunta Kinte? Who was Kizzy? Well, Kizzy was Kunta Kinte's daughter. Kunta Kinte was a slave brought over on he was a free man brought over on the slave ship and was made a slave. The fact that they kept their names in their hearts kept them free in their spirits. Every time they tried to make Kunta Kinte say that other name was his name, he say no. Kunta Kinte was his name. He got beat so many times because he wanted to keep his name. He named his daughter Kizzy and had to hide the fact that she had a beautiful African name. As I learn my roots, the truth, I'm beginning to take my own shackles off, like that name. The movie started with a beautiful African country lifestyle, teaching black boys to be men, warriors. People call it on Allah for guidance. Chicken George is the son of Kizzy, so the grandson of Kunta Kinte. And he carries on the legacy of telling the stories of roots. So I love that. Kunta Kinte told Kizzy the roots, Kizzy told Chicken George the roots, and Chicken George tells his son the roots. Why did this story stop with me? Because I never heard the roots. We need to know our root. Kama Biondo, river. Ko means fiddle, and she taught it to her son, and he taught it to his son. Chicken George raised himself from slavery because of his roots. We need knowledge so that we can raise ourselves today, which is a different kind of slavery. Yet still, we are slaves to Satan's rule. His food, drink, sexual behavior, foul language, and all the other low desires. This movie seems to be the roots of what is still going on. A race of people trapped. I'm only 50, and in my lifetime, I've watched black people get treated like slaves on jobs, paid but abused daily, with verbal and mental abuse, police treating black men just like they did back then. I'm into healing, though. And I was fascinated when I heard remedies. I heard Belle healing with elderberries and sulfur. Belle was the woman that married Kunta Kinte. She healed his infected foot that he had cut off. I learned that Kunta prayed to Allah. I learned that nigga is not your roots. Darky, wench, is not your roots. I got insight when Kizzy wouldn't marry the man because she watched him beg the massa. How the enemy caused the black couple to be against each other, my goodness. The man said basically she was no better since she had sex with the white man every night. 70% of black women are alone raising kids because of this mindset. Know your roots and let's reverse this sick crap. Kunta was born free and never stopped running, even with one foot. We are born a slave. We must get our roots so we can run. We can't run a long time if we keep feeding on their poison. The roots have the knowledge. We born a slave in the mind. We must do for self and be free. I begged to keep jobs that I was the best at because I had to feed my kids. Massa Joe, not long after I walked out of J.C. Penney's, I was a free woman and the chain started falling off. I didn't do anything and had to call him Massa Joe. Please let me stay. The more I get to the roots, the lighter I feel. Black man, learned beastly ways from the white man by being forced to eat, drink like them. So watch the movie again after this podcast and listen to Kunta prayer to Allah. Thank you, Alex Haley, a seventh generation of Kunta Kinte, for shedding some light to the darkness. My God, it's Black History Month. Well, can you give some sight to the blind?